12 years ago today Zinedine Zidane headbutted Marce Materazzi. 12 years ago today Zinedine Zidane went from hero to zero as the French midfielder headbutted Marce Materazzi in the World Cup final and was sent off in the most dramatic ending to a career ever. Zinedine Zidane had one of the most incredible careers of any player in his era, maybe ever. The Frenchman may not have the stats that usually back up how good a player is in this era, but in the late 90s and early zeros there was no doubting he was a great. The former Galactico scored twice in a World Cup final, on home soil, as France won the 1998 World Cup and scored possibly the greatest goal in a Champions League final, unless you prefer Gareth Bale's effort from earlier this year. In 2006 Zidane decided that after the World Cup he would call it a day on his career. He was just 34 and still a first-teamer at Rio, but the tournament in Germany would be his final act as a player. At the World Cup he lit up the tournament. France only finished second in their group, but he put on masterclasses in their second round and quarter-finals against Spain and Brazil. He was brilliant again in the semi-final against Portugal and scored the only goal of the game from the spot, taking them to the final against Italy. In that final he looked destined to win the whole thing for his tournament. Materazzi fouled Florent Milauda and Zidane put away the penalty by chipping it off the underside of the crossbar with Gianluigi Buffon unable to do anything. Materazzi equalized just 12 minutes later, heading in from a corner, and it would be the Italian who would decide Zidane's fate and the fate of the World Cup trophy. Buffon saved from a Zidane header in extra time, and then, with just 10 minutes left till penalties, a discussion between the midfielder and Materazzi led to Zidane planting a headbutt right on the defender's chest. The referee failed to see the off-the-ball incident, but the fourth official let him know what had happened amidst claims the off-field official only knew about the incident after seeing a television replay on the sidelines. Zizou was shown a red card and infamously had to walk past the World Cup trophy as his final act as a footballer. Materazzi would go on to score in the ensuing penalty shootout as David Trezeguet was the only player to miss for either side, and Italy were world champions. After the match the Golden Ball award, for the tournament's best player, went to Zidane. Weirdly he still got a 3-match ban for the altercation, but considering he's now 46 it's unlikely he'll ever have to sit it out.